Nee, also wir gehen jetzt beide auf die Steelers und dann darfst du bis zu 3-mal Random Team, also L2 drücken. Aber beim dritten Mal musst du das Team nehmen, aber du kannst auch 1 oder 2-mal nehmen. Weißt du, ich meine. Also fängst du an. 1, 2 und Raiders. Okay. Also. Ja, ich nehme Jaguars.
Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping
in the erstes Madden.
And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's talking. I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light.
Yeah.
Don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup.
Yeah, that we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early. Because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Carr going to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Jetzt ist mein Blake Bortles Skill.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to...
This ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. They start the drive with Lynch, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Carr on the bootleg.
Boah, das hätte doch Interception sein müssen.
A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
First down, the run with Lynch. Lynch busting free and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight end,
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him for a loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down, they go Lynch. And a short gain here, down to the 22. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They go play action here on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Mario Edwards able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And down he goes again. Derek Johnson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr.
Was?
It's caught. Nelson.
Also, das waren AJ Bouye und Jalen Ramsey zusammen bei dem Coverage. Und Church auch noch. Die drei besten Defenders, DBs im Spiel. Krass, wer hat den gefangen?
Big time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
Picking
middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. This is fielded inside the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw, it's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. Bortles now on 1st down. He finds Yeldon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hey, let's go. Trick front.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Wow, was war denn das für ein Sack?
Driven down. Khalil Mack. The
Was
Raiders
war das
going to use
bitte?
one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is Harris. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Raiders. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun. It's Bortles. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Green 80. Green 39, Lucy.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 46 yards.
Yeah,
and the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Carr. And it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing now is Carr. Buying time to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The pitch out to Lynch. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They run again on first down. Lynch takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From midfield, here's Carr. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either.
This one was kind of
up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Orders leads the Jags up
Der
first and
Ripley ist hier
10
weg.
at their own 26.
Nee, wir haben ja genug Corners und Ripley ist weg.
On first down, Bortles.
Ja.
And the Raiders have got him.
Hat nicht mehr so Lust, glaube ich.
In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Andere
So now
Hobbys
20
verfolgen.
yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Bortles to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helped him.
Heavy rushing, down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Scheiße,
That's
eigentlich
the second
passen wir
sack in the
gerne.
game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Back now in Jacksonville.
Aber
As we are
ziemlich
just
low
about
scoring,
set to
ja.
go here in quarter number 4. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away.
Ja,
Averaging
Ich hab
over
schon
50
damals
yards
gespielt,
of punch so far as this one's
ziemlich
away.
gewöhnungsbedürftig.
Harris now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too
Ja,
shabby.
vor allem ist es
And out will
mit
come the
diesem
offense as they
Locomotion,
take
oder wie es
over.
immer heißt.
And now
Das
Oakland
voran
ready
was
to
vom
take the
Feeling her.
field.
Ja, einfach, dass sie nicht mehr so, dass der Spieler nicht so direkt reagiert, sondern so ein bisschen länger braucht, glaube ich.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Cook has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Being chased out left. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Wir haben 2 Zuschauer. Das muss was zeigen.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. And he finds Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch.
Läuft mit R2 oder wie bist du jetzt reingelaufen?
And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Bortles now on first down.
Ach, das sind die behindert.
Incomplete. TJ Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Caught. Seferian-Jenkins, right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw. That one complete to Yeldon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely
ja,
not
also das
his
ist jetzt auch
best
nicht
throw,
meine
and
Höchstleistung.
it'll wind up being
Das
intercepted.
ist jetzt auch ein schnelles Spiel gewesen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Bortles going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Der Franchise würde ich dir jetzt nicht den Gefallen tun und den noch nicht spielen.
Now Bortles. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On third down, Fournette. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.
Good game.
Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game.
Ich schlaf mal ein bisschen.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that.
Ciao, ciao.